Okay, let's see. Sleeping bag, tent, lamp, folding chairs, tablet, first aid kit, MREs, change of clothes, wet naps. Hey Jason, what are you doing? Equipping an emergency shelter? That's always a good idea. You never know when one of the shadowy cabals that secretly control everything will make their move against us. Which shadowy cabal will make their move this week? My money's on the Builder bots. They're like the Bilderberg group, but they're robots. All I know is if they don't reveal themselves and start enslaving us, I owe Dartmouth Dan $15. He thinks it's gonna be Nazi reptiles. Well, good luck? Phone charger, water, Diet Pepsi, Ziploc bags, bucket. What are you doing, Mr. Clean? You gonna go camping? Kind of. I'm going over my list of things that I'll need next week. What's happening next week? Oh, no. You're camping out at the movie theater to be first in line for Star Wars. Damn straight. On Monday, me and Trudeau are going to be taking it in shifts. 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Ooh, can I get in on that action? 3 shifts are better than 2. Deal. If you're with us, then I can remove the Ziploc bags and the bucket from our supply list. Why? What's that stuff for? Pooping and peeing. I want to take back the last question and forget the answer. Last week you were stressed out about nerd stuff, Jason, but now you're planning an old-fashioned movie squat? What gives? I have decided to embrace my old-school nerdity. I'm going back to my nerd roots by being cold and uncomfortable for 4 days so I can be first to see a Star Wars movie. Want to come too? With 4 in the shifts, we could eliminate the MREs and have hot food. I'm down, but on Monday I'll have to have the evening off. I have a date. There's a surprise. Who's the guy or girl? Not that it's any of your business, but it's someone who I've known for a while, and things have gotten a little flirty lately. So we've decided to try out a date. Ah, romance. I remember my first date with autumnal. First she read my aura, then I went through a cleansing ritual to purify my spirit. What did she purify it with? Essence of lunatic? Nope, jasmine and amber. Then we had to sit cross-legged across from one another and stared into each other's eyes for 3 hours until we saw one another. After that, it was some lentil loaf, wine, and mutual masturbation. The rest is history. And it should stay there. Well, technically my first date with Sass wasn't really a date at all. Through a strange string of coincidences, I was wrongly detained by the FBI for the manufacture and distribution of dolphin porn. Is dolphin porn code for something? No. So it's porn for dolphins or porn featuring dolphins? Both. Is there a word for being disgusted and intrigued? Probably in German. Anyways, Sass was the FBI agent who questioned me. We were in that interrogation room for hours. Eventually we started talking about our likes and dislikes, dreams, fantasies, and before you knew it, we were totally making out on the interrogation table. We still have the security camera footage. To this day, I can't see a pair of handcuffs or watch an episode of Law & Order without getting a little horny. Can I opt out of this conversation, please? I now have 2 bits of information on you reprobates floating around in my head that no amount of prayer will ever remove. And I know what's gonna happen next. I'm gonna have to tell you about me and Raoul's first date. You don't have to tell us about... Fine, twist my arm. Okay, so it was late at night, and Raoul had called me to his office. He said that I wasn't very popular on the show, and that he was thinking about replacing me with someone who could appeal to the youth market. I told him that I would do anything to stay on the show. Anything. Like sex anything? He liked what I did so much that 3 years later, we were married. Wait, you had sex with Raoul to stay on the show? That's awful! Oh no, wait, sorry. That was a game we would play sometimes. He's like, I'm gonna fire you, and I'm all like, but I need this job. What can I do to your body to keep it? And he's all like, zip. Oversharing! Raoul and me's first date was all in secret because I was in the closet back then. So we both went to the movies in disguise. He was dressed like an Eastern European aristocrat, and I was dressed like a Florida rent boy. We met at the back of a midnight screening of Fireproof. That Christian movie with Kirk Cameron? Was Kirk Cameron in that? And I barely remember the movie because of all the, sweaty fun times. Let's forget that you talked. Gary, what are you going to do on your date?
Oh, I'm going heavy on the romance. A little candlelight, a little fire in the fireplace, mood music, conversation heavy with innuendo, and the warm, warm glow of my laptop.
To watch porn on?
No, so I can be on my date.
Oh, it's an online thing?
Yep, we've never actually met in the flesh.
Okay, so now here's the part where I have a problem with what you're doing. What do you mean you've never met? They've met, Fundy, just not face to face.
Yeah, I first met them online in a chat room back in 1996. Over the years, we've IM'd and emailed and Skyped and such.
Almost 20 years and you guys haven't met physically?
Never really felt the need.
It's the digital age, Fundy. People can have lasting, loving relationships without ever being in the same room together. No, you can't.
Yes, you can. Sure, being in the physical presence of someone can be nice, but you can get to know someone deeply via the internet.
Nuts to that. I mean, what if the person's lying? About what? Their appearance? With Skype, you can see what they look like and stuff. But on that catfish show, all these people fall in love with people online, and when they finally meet them, they're not who they said they were. Usually they're insecure, weepy beast people.
With all due respect to the emotional states of the people on Catfish, they're all morons. In this day and age, if you can't Skype with someone, then you are covering something up.
Well, they could still be lying on Skype. About what? Not having legs?
If a person is going to be dishonest online, then they're more than likely going to be dishonest in person too.
Fine, but people are supposed to meet in real life and fall in love. Doing it through the internet just seems wrong. Back in the olden times, people would fall in love through the mail or by phone. That's different. Back then, people were too stupid to know that it was bad. I mean, what's next? Are people gonna get married online without ever meeting?
They're already doing that. It's called a proxy marriage.
What? So now people can get hitched in the pretend world of the internet?
Actually, proxy marriage has been around since the 1700s. Napoleon had a proxy marriage.
The French don't count because they've always done stupid things for love. Here in the good old US of America, it can't be legal.
Not in all states, but some. Other states recognize them as common law marriages.
Well, there's one thing you can't do online. Have babies. Ha! Actually, all you have to do is, mail a sperm sample or a fertilized egg to the spouse for fertilization or implantation. Well, doesn't that sound like a lot of fun? A whole generation of kids who think that their mom or dad is on a computer screen.
What do you guys think?
Are internet relationships just as valid as what is considered normal relationships that take place in person?
And are internet relationships just another in a long line of ways that people can connect romantically?
Or are we headed to a future where we don't interact in real life and become weird virgins with spouses and children that we've never met in person?
Comment down in the apathy section.
Okay, enough of this internet malarkey. When are you going to ask me, Jason? Ask you what? You know what. I honestly don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I think he wants to come with us to, well, you know.
I know, but if he wants to come, he has to say it. Oh, come on, don't make me. I have problems when I have to say nerd things out loud. I bleed a little on the inside. No, you don't. Well, it feels like internal bleeding caused by nerd force trauma. If you want to feel the force with us, then you gotta ask. Fine. Can I come with you guys? Come with us? To what?
Don't be mean, Jason. It's not very Jedi, dude.
I'm in a Sith mood. Do it, Fundy. Can I come and stand in line with you to see the new Star Wars movie? Of course you can. We don't gotta wear costumes, do we?
Of course we do! I'm going as Lando Calrissian.
I'm Han Solo.
Well, I'm sure I have a Slave Leia costume somewhere in my closet.
What about me? What about me? I don't want to stand out. I demand a costume. You can go as the most hated character in the Star Wars universe. Who? Not that Jar Jar Binks guy. No, George Lucas. Oh, Trudeau here with even more suggestions for what you could have done instead of watching YouTube. Blackie Comic says instead of watching Opinion-Ville, I could be celebrating my birthday. Would you like to come to my party, Trudeau? The party has the only known copy of Half-Life 3. Oh, so you think I'm going to fall for that trick again, eh? So many people have tried to lure me into their clutches by telling me that they have the only existing copy of Half-Life 3, and I happen to know it's crap. The first couple of times after I'd been kidnapped, undressed, and things done to me with cooking oil, I wised up. There is no such thing as Half-Life 3, except perhaps in the minds of the people who wanted to make it. And I believe that those people have forgotten about it and moved on to other projects. So there is no Half-Life 3. How dare you suggest that there is one? Okay, I'm coming. I can't handle it. If there is even a remotest possibility that there's Half-Life 3, I'm going to be there. You better have the cooking oil ready because I want this to go quick. Ah!